This episode is brought to you by Metal Central.
Metal Central, located in Jasper, is your source for metal roofing that lasts a lifetime. Metal Central also offers metal building packages, custom trim, doors, and more to complete any job. Call Metal Central for a quote today. 205-385-7575. That's 205-385-7575. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle at a competitive price, look no further than Jasper Auto Sales. Jasper Auto Sales is Alabama's most trusted pre-owned dealer, offering trucks, cars, and SUVs for nothing short of fair prices. With a staff as friendly and knowledgeable as the guys at Jasper Auto Sales, it's no surprise that most customers become repeat buyers. Stop by for a test drive today or give Jasper Auto Sales a call at 205-221-7878. That's 205-221-7878. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Game Managers Podcast, where we talk Alabama and Auburn and SEC football every week. My name is Nick Norris. I'm a sports writer for a number of websites, and with me as always are my great friends, Auburn fan Justin Knight.
Hello everyone.
And Alabama fan Aaron Patterson.
Hello.
Guys, Texas is back. Can you believe it?
No.
So,
no, I don't believe it.
5-loss season is we're back, baby.
We're back, yeah. Went down to Baylor again. Just thought that was funny. Anyways, another one to go down.
Best in their own state.
No, not even close.
Granted, there's like 17 colleges in their state, but still.
Yeah, well, they're also like the biggest, so
yeah,
and they're
and
at least
by
third.
far the richest.
Yeah,
Have they played Texas Tech yet?
What was that?
Have they played Texas Tech yet?
I don't know.
Maybe Texas Tech will beat them too. That'd be fantastic.
Speaking of getting beat, number 6 Oregon goes down to Arizona State 31-28. This is good news for Alabama fans.
Rip their playoff dreams.
Rip their playoff dreams. This could, as long as Oregon handles business over Utah and Alabama handles business next week, Alabama's probably in.
Yeah, at this point, I don't see Oregon beating Utah.
I still think they're the better team.
I think they are too.
After losing to Arizona State, who had lost to UCLA?
You mean better than Utah, who lost to USC?
Only lost, though.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be their only one at the end of it. Well, we'll see, though. Who knows? Maybe Arizona will come. Right as we're recording this, Utah's up 14-0 over Arizona, but maybe Arizona will just come back, and the state of Arizona will just really destroy the Pac-12 today. That'd be a sight to see.
But honestly, yeah, at this point, there should never be a Pac-12 team in the college football playoff. They're a disgrace to football.
Never again.
It's the Power 4, baby.
It should be just the Power 4.
There's more like the Power 3 in Clemson.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because Miami just got through getting whipped by FIU.
It's the
I think they're 9 miles apart. Little brother.
I thought they were back too.
And Oklahoma barely surviving TCU. That's now 5-6 TCU. Yeah, they won. Oklahoma won 28-24.
Okay.
I don't think Oklahoma has a chance at all to make it unless Alabama lost, and then Utah lost to Oregon. They might throw Oklahoma in there if they win.
And then Georgia would also have to lose.
Georgia has to lose to LSU. Yeah.
Well, Penn State also goes down to Ohio State 28-17. I mean, we're getting playoff contenders going down left and right today on Cupcake Week.
Yeah, Penn State never had a chance anyway. So.
And yeah, that was the big ones that I saw. Of course, Alabama and Auburn both handled business today. We'll get into that in a little bit. Which one do you want to get into first, I guess I should say?
Or how about we just cover it 10 seconds? Here's my review. Alabama and Auburn kicks butt of two poorly, what are they, FCS teams?
Yeah. Well, Sanford might be FBS.
Yeah, they might be. I don't know.
Don't remember.
Western Carolina is definitely FCS.
Yeah, and Western Carolina is a disgrace to FCS teams. They're 3-9. So
Well,
not much of a challenge there.
No,
Come on,
and
man, this is a good win for us.
No, yeah,
this will
it's
probably
beautiful.
be a short episode because of that, because these games were so uninteresting. But that's okay. Let's start out with some Twitter news. Aaron, you got some Twitter news for us?
Sure do.
Twitter news!
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
It really doesn't matter what you think.
You play to win the game. You play to win the game.
I did not put these in any particular order, but the first one is from Barstool, Ohio State. Twitter put out, while Ohio State takes on a top 10 team tomorrow, Alabama will be playing against Western Carolina and Auburn will be playing Samford. Big props for those two SEC schools for scheduling such tough opponents this late in the season. That was retweeted by Barstool SEC, who said Auburn has played 4 top 10 teams this year. Ohio State hasn't played one until tomorrow. I thought that was the dumbest thing they could have tweeted. I don't know why. Like, knowing that they haven't played anybody.
Yeah. Still stands for Alabama.
No,
but
it would be
Yeah,
great
yeah.
if Michigan beat Ohio State this week. I'd
Oh,
love
it'd
it.
be beautiful.
yeah.
And I hate Michigan, but I hate
It'd be
Ohio
a
State even
sight
more.
to see.
Yeah.
This Banner Society tweeted, "How would you personally attempt to block Chase Young?" Someone retweeted and said, I'd Venmo him $500 and call the NCAA."
That's good.
They said, writing, "I am making this monetary payment to Mr. Young specifically because of his status as a current Ohio State student athlete." In the Venmo caption, should do it.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
The
I
dude's a
wonder what
beast.
I wonder if players are allowed to have Venmo or PayPal. I mean, surely they're allowed to have it, but if you
Yeah.
get stuff like that, what do you do? Do you have to? Can you?
Yeah,
reject
because like
it?
on Venmo, your things like,
You can make it
people
private.
can just send you stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think you can reject it either.
Plus, you got to be thinking, how hard would that just be to reject
reject.
all of that? Oof.
That's interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, that dude's a beast. He broke the Ohio State single season sack record today, and he didn't play in 2 games, and he has
Yeah.
another game to play, and possibly another in the championship, and then 2 more in the playoff.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Unreal. This is a tweet that was retweeted by Freezing Cold Takes on Twitter. It's from 12/6/16. Says, "Oh man, this Baylor hire makes absolutely no sense. I love it." Oh, that's from Burnt Orange Nation as the original one that tweeted that.
Yikes.
Wouldn't it be fitting that they beat them to the ground today?
Yeah, good for them. I like Baylor.
Okay, so I almost spoiled this one earlier because we've already touched on it a little bit, but this was tweeted. I don't have the exact date because it was deleted, but once again by Freezing Cold Takes retweets it, and it says, "LSU and Miami are about to become the new Bama and Clemson within the next 2 seasons. You heard it here first. You heard it here first." And it says Miami hasn't ever won the title in its own conference, and it's allegedly going to become a dynasty within 2 seasons. And then someone retweeted it again after Freezing Cold Takes and says, "Everyone knows the first step to a dynasty is losing to your little brother FIU."
Yikes. Hey, maybe
good
there's something
stuff.
to that. Alabama losing to Louisiana. Was it Monroe or Lafayette? I believe Lafayette in 2007.
I'm pretty sure it's Monroe.
Or was it or is it Tech, Louisiana Tech?
Nope, I'm pretty sure it's Louisiana Monroe.
Either way, it was my first
I'm
ever
willing
college
to
football
bet my
game. So.
left kidney on it.
Well, I hope you're wrong, so we don't have to talk to you ever again.
Wow.
That's the rules. If you're wrong, we don't have to talk to you ever again. That's the stakes of this podcast. If anyone ever says anything incorrect, they're banned for life. Not just from the show, but from each other.
We should probably cut this off now.
I'm looking that up right now.
I'm 99% sure.
Was it 2007?
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure it was Louisiana Monroe.
Let's see.
The next one is just from Barstool Sports, and it retweeted, or it says Texas is now 6-5, just 326 days after this moment, and it plays the Sam Elliger after they beat Georgia in the bowl game. Texas is back.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, you're
Longhorn Nation. We're back.
Was I right?
You're right, so I can still talk to you.
Louisiana Monroe. Congratulations, Aaron. You get to stick on for at least one more episode.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Unless I say something stupid in the next 5 seconds.
I mean, we've all said plenty of incorrect things in the past, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go through all of our other episodes and take out our worst takes.
Like
just
Northwestern making the
compile them
playoffs.
into a bonus episode.
Oh, when you said take them out, I thought you meant hide them.
No, we need to
That's a
compile
good
them
idea.
into a separate episode. Just
Yeah,
us giving bad takes.
Not compile anything right we've predicted or said, just all the wrong.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's pretty much all the good tweets that I have. There's one more by Saturday Down South. Says number 7 Utah's only win versus a ranked team this year is versus Arizona State when they were 17th. Arizona State is now 5-5 and is currently beating number 6 Oregon. Maybe it's not bias. Maybe the Pac-12 just isn't that good.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I think there's some validity to that. Absolutely.
That's
Just
all
think
for
if-
Twitter news.
Think if the Pac-12 didn't have Oregon.
That would
It'd be
really be a
rough.
joke. I mean,
They
had
used to just have USC, but now
they
young
suck.
too.
They had Washington the past few seasons, but they're not any good either.
Yeah.
Well, me and Aaron got to sit down and do the Tide versus Tigers trivia this morning with two great fans, so we will go ahead and insert that right here. Well, we're here with Danny and Jenny to do the Auburn versus Alabama trivia this week. Danny is going to be representing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Danny, where are you calling from?
Alexander City, Alabama.
All right, and Jenny, you're going to be representing Auburn. Where are you calling from?
Topsy, Alabama.
All right, good deal. Well, we'll go ahead and jump into this. Are y'all excited?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, good deal. Well, we're going to start out with you, Danny. All right. Question 1. Who has won more national championships at Alabama? Paul Bear Bryant or Nick Saban?
Nick Saban.
They're very close. There's actually Bryant's got one more at Alabama
That's
over
right,
Saban.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so Bryant's got 6.
I was looking at that the other day. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, you hope that Saban ends up with more, don't you?
And that's right, I do.
But Saban has the same amount, 6, if you count LSU, his one as head coach at LSU.
That's what I was thinking. I forgot he was at LSU.
All right, Aaron, you can go ahead and ask the next question. This one's for Jenny.
All right, Jenny. Who has won more SEC championships as a head coach at Auburn, Gene Chizik or Gus Malzahn?
Gene Chizik.
They've actually both won one. Chizik won his in 2010, and Malzahn's came in 2013.
That one was a little tricky there. All right, Danny, your turn.
All right.
True or false? Alabama has always been known as the Crimson Tide.
Yes, true.
That one is actually false, although it's been a long time. The nickname was not used until 1907, supposedly first coined by former sports editor of the Birmingham Age Herald, Hugh Roberts.
Yeah, y'all went way back for my time.
Oh, way back. Before, I think anybody's time, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
He was used first in the Alabama-Auburn game. All right, Jenny.
All right, true or false? Auburn has always been known as the Tigers.
That's false.
It's actually true. They've been known as the Tigers since they first fielded a team against Georgia in 1892.
We're starting out with some tough ones this week, but
Yeah.
all right, Danny. What was Saban's final record in his first season at Alabama?
Oh, man.
This was 2007.
I think it was like 8-4.
That's
Oh,
very
it's
close. It was 7-6. He got that 7th win in after the season, postseason.
That's a tough one because nobody really looks back on that.
Yeah, that's not his most memorable season, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Jenny.
What was Malzahn's final record in his first season as the head coach at Auburn? This is 2013.
7-6.
It's actually 12-2.
This was the year he went to the national championship, but unfortunately lost to Florida State.
Yeah.
All right, Danny. True or false? Alabama claims the most national championships in all of college football.
True.
That one is false. They're actually third. Princeton claims a whopping 28. And
I've
yet
always heard Alabama claim the most.
Yale's right behind them for 27. Alabama's third with 17. But Alabama actually has the most legit national championships in the poll era.
All right. That's what's getting everybody confused.
That's right.
All right, Jenny. True or false? Auburn's first claimed national championship game in the poll era. Oh, wait, I read that wrong.
No, it came in the poll era.
Yeah.
That national championship was in 1957.
That true or false?
True.
That is true.
That's right. The first the AP poll first came out in 1934, so they had it by 20 years. All right, Jenny's leading. We got one question left for you, Danny.
All right.
This one's a little tough. Can you name all 7 teams in the SEC West? So there's 3 easy
Alabama,
ones. Yeah.
Alabama.
Right.
Auburn.
Okay.
LSU.
Yep.
Texas A&M.
That's right.
Ole Miss.
Yes.
Mississippi State.
One more.
Oh.
It's the worst team in the SEC right now.
I think
I'm sorry?
it's Vanderbilt.
It's Arkansas. You were so close.
Oh man, yeah, that's who it is.
But that's 6 points. So let's see how many Jenny can get. Jenny, can you name all 7 in the SEC East?
Oh shoot.
Want to take some guesses? Throw some names out there?
South Carolina.
Yeah, that's one.
Vanderbilt.
Yep, that's one. There's a big one. They're gonna be playing LSU in the SEC championship.
Georgia.
Yep. Okay. There's two other well-known ones. One they both have orange in their color schemes.
I have no clue.
It's the ones you missed were Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Missouri.
Mizzou.
Yeah. So you ended up with 4 points, but that last point saved Danny. She ended up getting 6, so it was a close 6-4. So Danny, you're gonna be our winner this week.
Alrighty.
All right. So you'll get the prize. We'll go ahead and get your information over Facebook in a minute, and we'll get those sent over to you. But thank you both, Danny and Jenny.
Just
Appreciate it.
private message you my information.
Yep, that's what we'll do, and we'll get it sent over to you.
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all have a great day
Thank
today.
Take care.
You too.
All right, guys. Let's start out with Alabama. How about that? Because it's what I got first in my notes.
Alrighty.
All right, so Alabama takes care of business 66-3 over a now 3-9 Western Carolina. This marks Alabama's 12th straight 10-win season, which is pretty impressive. Aaron,
nuts.
you're the Alabama fan. Give us your thoughts on the game.
Well, it's simple. There's just, one thing. It should have been 73-3. That's all I got to say, That's my takeaway from the game.
That's your one takeaway?
Yeah. It should have been 73-3. We should have beat them by 70. And no, we fumble with the goal line. We can't be having those mistakes.
Who was in like the fifth string? I mean, why is it really
No,
matter at this point?
it was actually
Was it
Robinson,
Talia?
which is no, it was Robinson, and that fumbled it, and he's got a pretty good share of the carries this year.
Well,
Well, speaking of sharing carries, 4 tailbacks scored in this game.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
I didn't know
impressive. Yeah.
that. Talia got his first touchdown pass today.
He sure did, yeah. We got to see a little bit of Talia.
He literally just threw it out to his left and let Devontae Smith just, run for about 70 yards. And by 70, I mean like 30.
And unfortunately, with Talia playing in this game, that burned his red shirt. So,
Oh, it did?
yeah, it did.
I didn't know he had played in 4 already.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was the
Well,
decision made
he
by
probably-
Saban prior. He had
Interesting.
said before the game that Talia was going to play. They were going to burn that red shirt, and that's what they did. So 2 for 3, 35
okay.
yards and a touchdown. He, 3 passes to burn a red shirt. I don't know if that was needed,
If
but
Tua was healthy, I would be, I'd understand that a little more. But with the talk of him potentially coming back, I don't quite understand that.
yeah, I
Unless
guess,
he's
been
already
talking about
talked
him
to
coming
Tua
back?
and he
Wait.
knows.
Oh yeah.
What?
Wait, what are you saying?
I said I don't understand why they would burn that red shirt if Tua comes back.
Oh,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if
I
he
guess they
doesn't
just
come back-
assume, well, if Matt
if he's
goes
already
down,
talked to Tua and that, yeah, no, I get it. Like if Matt goes down, but they also have the Tyson kid they could have played. And I think he did play a little bit, but
something he didn't get to throw any passes if he did get in. I don't think that he did. But something tells me they just don't have much faith in Tyson right now. Maybe he's just a little too young. Or
I mean, he's still a true freshman. So.
yeah, sure. But so is Talia, and they've got him in there. So who knows? I'm sure we'll see.
Surely
more
the
of
kid
him.
wasn't bad enough to blow a 50-something lead, so I would have put him in there instead of using that red shirt. But I mean, he could already know that Tua's gone, so they could have already talked about that. I don't know.
Yeah, and the reports as of right now are that Tua is leaning toward going to the draft. It's still very up in the air, but
Yeah.
the
I sure
reports
hope
are
he comes
saying.
back.
I'm sure Alabama fans everywhere are hoping that. But Mac Jones, he did pretty well. He was 10 for 12, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Aaron, I believe you said that Tua in his first 2 games had 6 touchdowns, and now Mac has 6 in his first 2.
Yeah, so he's just as good, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, everybody calm down.
that's a bold statement there.
And one that will not age poorly, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So like you said, Robinson had a big day running the ball. He had 8 carries for 92 yards, a touchdown. Najee Harris right behind him with 14 carries, 66 yards, a touchdown. Ford had a touchdown. Robinson Jr. had a touchdown. And Waddle had a pretty good day too, especially on special teams. He had a touchdown receiving, but then he had a kick return for 20 yards, and then he had a punt return for 49 yards. So not a bad day for Jalen Waddle at all.
Yep, him and McKinney had a pretty good day on defense.
Xavier McKinney had a great day today on defense. So he had 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, a 78-yard touchdown that is. Then he also caused a fumble by first blocking the pass that went back to the quarterback
play.
caught it. Then he went and stripped the ball from the quarterback. So pretty
So
wild day for.
Does that go down as like a deflected pass and a fumble?
I don't know how,
recovery,
and
or
even
is
the
that-
announcers were talking about that in the game. They said, I don't even know how you put that in the stat books. So I
That's
have no
how I
idea.
would mark it. Would be a deflected pass, and then. Well, does it count as a deflected pass if they called it though?
I don't know.
It doesn't count as a reception. Can you catch your own pass? I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, that should be a reception.
Yeah. So then, does he only just get 1 fumble recovery and that's it?
I don't know,
I don't know.
but
It was pretty wild
it'll
play,
make
though.
it'll make for a good highlight reel. That's for sure. But yeah, there's not too much to say honestly about this game, except that Alabama did exactly what they needed to do, handle business, and some things happened in their favor today in terms of the college football playoff future. So we'll see how this carries over into the Iron Bowl. Do you expect to see a pretty confident Mac Jones going into the Iron Bowl, Aaron?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got nothing that's going against him.
Yeah,
other than obviously playing against. Okay, well, never mind. Now that I say, now that I think that, I mean, other than going into your ranked rivals' home, depending
against the best defense.
Depending on I guess the best defensive front in the country, depending on a win to go to the playoff. Other than that, he's got a lot going for him.
Yeah, he does.
It sounded really bad when I put it that way.
I wasn't expecting too much. I mean, I figured he'd do well this game, but after last game when he wasn't able to put any points on the board other than 3 with a field goal, after Tua went down, I was a little worried for how he was going to perform.
Against what? Come on, Western Carolina.
Well, that's what I said. I said I knew he'd do well this game.
Okay.
But I didn't know if they'd be able to put up 60 points, especially 66. I thought maybe
he could throw bubble screens all day to those wide receivers, and they'd score 80 points.
Oh yeah, and that's what they did.
Yeah. So
hey, why can't Bo Nix do that?
Why can't Bo Nix do that? Because he can't even throw a bubble screen. That's why.
That was my point. Yeah. So you're saying Mac is better than Bo?
I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen Mac play very often, but that's a fair statement.
I think it's interesting. Of course, this is going with a junior over a true freshman, but
but this true freshman has played 11 games now, and he
also, speaking of Bo Nix, while we're on the subject, before I forget, there was I can't remember the kid's name, but Bo Nix had the most touchdowns in Alabama school history, and that was broke last night.
Yeah, I believe by an Alabama commit. I'm not sure about
already.
That. And that was I believe
everybody's talking about how long that would stand.
Yeah.
Literally already broke.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
It's high school sports. It's never predictable.
Bo Nix did break the completion record for a freshman in Auburn.
He did. And let's get into that in just a minute, but how about first
congratulations.
Let's do a little Knight Needs to Know before we get into that.
Oh, man. Okay, these questions are coming up on the fly.
Man, I can't wait.
Yep, I'm just thinking of it right now.
Knight Needs to Know. Probably with some of the stuff you've done before, I probably wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised if I put ashes in cookies and fed them to you?
Yeah, because it was someday for the SEC again.
That might make sense then. I guess just
back during
Yeah, I would like to know how it makes sense.
Now this is looking like a bad idea.
So here's just a obvious question I think everybody's thinking. Will Gus have his job if he loses to Alabama?
Yes.
Aaron says yes. We talked about this earlier.
The only way he wouldn't is if it is just absolutely
a murder,
ugly, like real ugly. But yeah, he still will. It's $27 million to buy him out, and they have to pay every penny of it.
$27 million at the moment. Sounds a lot better than $49 million, but when you consider you've already paid that money too, maybe not. But I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say if they lose, he's gone. Just because the noise is getting so loud, you're not getting anything. I mean, I don't want to be somebody that calls for somebody to lose their job. That's a bad situation for him. But also, he's going to get $27 million, so you don't feel that bad about it. I
don't feel bad for him.
I think that for the interest of Auburn, they should fire him after if that were to happen. Honestly, I think he should probably be gone either way. But Gus is notorious for saving his job at the last possible second, so don't be surprised if he pulls out the W.
And how lucky is it that Tua's not playing?
Yeah.
So that gives him a little bit of advantage.
Quite a big advantage in my opinion. So
I wouldn't say.
As of Saturday, November 16th, 2019, Gus Malzahn is 2-4 versus Alabama, 2-6 versus Georgia, 2-5 versus LSU, 3-4 in bowl games, 2-3 in bowl games versus major conference teams, 0-10 in Baton Rouge, Athens, and Tuscaloosa. 31
and that's
and
combined.
23 versus SEC opponents, 13-13 versus SEC opponents on the road.
And I think those two stats are the ones that fans are most frustrated about.
Yeah,
if you
just
can't
being
go
a
into your
little-
rivals,
yeah.
I mean, you've had 10 chances, and you can't go into your rivals' home stadium and beat them once. That's no good.
I mean,
So,
we haven't beat Alabama on the road since 2010. So
yeah, that's a long time. I mean, that's
and
nearly
then
10 years ago.
Yeah, and then Baton Rouge, 99. So it's miserable.
Yeah, and
99. That is rough.
and I hate to.
When's
I hate
the
to
last time we
harp-
won in Athens? I mean, was that 2000? What was that? 2009? I don't even know when's the last time we won in Athens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I hate to harp on this for too long, but I mean, you think about. I don't even know how to formulate this this thought I'm having, but you think about. I think one of the things that fans also get so tired of is that he doesn't really take much responsibility for these things either. Like he'll get asked these hard questions in press conferences, like Tuesday, I believe it was. He got asked, "Do you think that you're wasting your defense because of this bad offense?" And his answer was, "Well, and I'm paraphrasing, but the answer was something along the lines of, well, offense has to score the ball or has to score points, and that's what we need to do. So you're going to see more of that in the future. It's a work in progress." There's only 2 games left at the point that he said that in the regular season. I mean, how much more work can you possibly do? And it's always a work in progress. They're always going to get better. But, I mean, he's had – how many years has he had now as the head coach? Since 2013-6?
Yeah.
If you don't have it figured out by now, you're not going to figure it out. Some fans are very happy with Gus's performance. I understand that. He has been pretty successful, but not to the point to justify that payment, that paycheck.
No. So the last time Auburn's won in Athens was 2005.
I mean, that's 14 years ago.
Auburn on the road in general just sucks. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Fair. That is very fair.
Yeah. Gus coaches his best games at home.
Well, sometimes. We didn't see that last week, did we?
No, we did not.
All right. Okay. Other question. With Oregon losing tonight, who would you think would be the number 4 team at the end of the season?
At the end of it all.
Yeah.
So this is going to come down to a few things, but I think if LSU beats Georgia, like they should, it shouldn't be close. And if Oregon beats Utah, it's going to be Alabama. Obviously, Clemson could slip up or something, and that could all throw it into a mess. Or Alabama could lose to Auburn, and that would throw it in. Yeah. So, but
what about Ohio State losing?
Now that's something Alabama fans do not want to happen.
I don't see that happening.
Alabama fans do not want Ohio State or LSU to lose.
As much as I dislike Ohio State and would love to see Minnesota beat them, it would be beautiful. But
what if Michigan beats them?
That would be funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. It's possible. Crazier things have happened.
I don't think that would hurt Bama too much. If Michigan beat them, I don't think it would hurt them that bad.
Would Ohio State
if
stay in the top 4?
If Minnesota beats them, then that's not good.
Yeah. Best case scenario for Alabama fans and for Alabama, the top 2 stay unbeaten.
Yeah.
Just because
it
so
would
much.
Be funny to see Michigan. I got to where I really dislike both of them. It's funny when Ohio State thinks they're so good every year and then they lose to somebody awful. Mm-hmm. But it's also really funny talking about Harbaugh being just as bad as Gus Malzahn,
Yeah, it is.
they're pretty much the same coach when you think about it.
Except
They have a decent
Except
defense.
when you think about it,
but they're
Michigan still finished better than Auburn in the last 5 years.
Hey, well,
well,
at least
Michigan
Gus has a conference championship.
That's right.
Harbaugh hasn't even made it to one.
That is true.
Yeah, so I think
Gus has beat his rival where
numerous times where Harbaugh, no, not a single time. So
that's true. But
I think Malzahn's a better coach,
win,
than
against
Harbaugh.
Tennessee on the road. So yeah, they're pretty much like polar opposites that end up being just as bad.
Yeah, personality-wise, you couldn't
Equally
find
as
two
bad.
more different guys than Gus and Harbaugh. But yeah, on paper, they're pretty similar, aren't they? But yeah, I'd say I'd most comfortable with saying Alabama will be that number 4 spot at the moment. That can change for many reasons.
I don't see Baylor getting in over us. The way Oklahoma's been playing, I don't see them getting in over us. Don't see Utah getting in over us. But then again, I didn't even have
tricky.
Utah in my own top 10 before today. So I think they would have been either 10 or 11th. So
now I think Alabama is a better team than Utah, and I think Alabama wins that game out of 10 times. But I could also see that committee putting a conference champion Utah in over Alabama. I think that one's about 50-50.
I think it is 50-50 whether they, because I don't think that they, I forgot to check this before, but I don't think the committee has put in a 1-loss non-conference over a 1-loss conference champion. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure on
the
that.
closest was everybody talked about Penn State, but that was when
they had
that
2
didn't
losses.
get put in, but they had 2 losses. So it should be interesting.
Oh man, trying to think of one more question. I just
not very
cannot
prepared
think
this
of.
episode, are you?
No, because there wasn't much going on this weekend, and I was like, what is there even to ask?
Ask us a personal question, Justin.
Okay.
A personal question.
Oh, a personal question. Okay. Wow. I can't even think of a good personal question. Oh, where's your favorite place? Where's your favorite place to eat at?
You cut out. What was that? What's our favorite place to what?
Oh, eat at.
I think we've answered that on this podcast one time before.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
overall,
sorry.
Brazil.
Yeah,
Okay.
Texas State Brazil for me.
Lately, I've been on a Chewy's kick, though.
Yeah, Chewy's isn't bad. All right, how about favorite movie?
Oh, okay, all-time favorite movie?
Yeah.
This is a Nick question.
Yeah, I love talking movies. I've wanted to actually do a movie podcast for a while. Let me think here. My favorite movie kind of changes from time to time.
I'll give you mine. Mine is Saving Private Ryan.
That's a great movie.
Classic.
Yeah, that's great. I watched that recently, actually. It holds up too. It's still just as good.
It does. Aaron, you got any?
No. I just can't. I mean,
don't
there's
watch any
good movies, but there's not. I'm one of those that if I've seen a movie, I don't necessarily want to watch it again.
I'll tell you one of them that has the most rewatch value to me is the first John Wick.
Okay, there you go. John Wick.
Now, that's not my favorite movie because it doesn't have much of a story, but that has such good rewatch value. I can watch that movie a million times.
It's one of the best action films.
Oh yeah,
all time.
My favorite movie would probably be a toss-up between the first Jurassic Park.
Really?
I really like the first Jurassic Park. I'm a big dinosaur guy, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big fan of Pulp Fiction, but that one's so long it's hard to watch more than a couple times. I really liked Infinity War too. It'd be a toss-up between like those 3.
Alrighty.
Well, let's go back to the food for a second.
Hey, I tell you what, y'all got me thinking about Texas State Brazil right now.
Hey, we need to go back sometime.
I ain't got no money.
That's fair.
So I saw a tweet that Nick liked.
Bring down your prices, you cowards. That's at Texas State Brazil if you're listening. I'm sure the CEO is.
Sorry, our friend here just called you cowards.
Bring down your prices, you cowards. Sorry to interrupt you, Aaron.
Yeah, no, it's fine. They can't bring them down too much. With us going there, they'll go out of business.
Oh, they lose money on us.
Anyways, I saw a tweet that Nick liked, and it said, Thanksgiving dinner is overrated.
Oh,
what are your thoughts on that?
It is. It's overrated.
I think that's absolute blasphemy. That's what I think it is.
That's what I think as well. Glad we're on the same page.
I mean,
if it's that good, if Thanksgiving food is that good, why don't you eat it more than once a year?
Because then you have to see your family.
You can eat it by yourself.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
so much
but
work.
you don't.
It's
do
like
you do everything yourself? No,
No.
family brings some stuff. It's like, it's a pain to do it more than once.
I feel like
so much food.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving, and I love a lot of Thanksgiving food, like honey.
You know what the problem is?
I love
let
the turkey.
Him fool you. He has
I love
nothing.
chicken and dumplings.
You cannot say anything for Thanksgiving. He's
You
one
are
of these
so-
people who puts Christmas decorations up like a month
In
or the
January.
day after Halloween.
Yeah.
He's listening to Christmas music. He hates Thanksgiving. Don't let him fool you.
Okay, just
Hey,
because
he's-
I like Christmas doesn't mean I hate Thanksgiving.
No,
He's
that's
un-Amer-
exactly what that means.
He's un-American. That's all we have to say.
I like ham, I like turkey, I like chicken and dumplings, I like croissants, and I like pumpkin pie. But get out of here with chicken and dressing, green bean casserole. Get out of here.
I'll say this.
Cranberry sauce?
Okay.
Disgusting. Well,
Yeah, I'll say
who's
like
putting that
those
on
few
anything?
things that people like just associate with just strictly Thanksgiving. I will say that those are probably overrated, but like Thanksgiving as a dinner as a whole, nah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, it is. It's just overrated.
Okay.
No, it's not.
All
So
right.
is
I mean, what about macaroni and cheese, dirty rice?
For real.
Yeah, I love
So
macaroni and
is-
cheese.
Gosh.
So is Christmas dinner?
But I can get
overrated?
macaroni and cheese any
Or
time of the
Christmas
year.
lunch or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds like Christmas dinner's overrated too, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Just one's Thanksgiving, one's dinner.
Well, we
There's
don't
very
really
few
have
differences.
we don't have we have a big Christmas party, but like Christmas dinner, it's kind of a toss up for us every year. Like one year we did like sushi and stuff for Christmas dinner.
Okay, well,
You're not American.
all right.
That's fine.
I think you just proved our points. That's all. We can move on now.
Okay, let's move on to this Auburn beat down, this 52-0 shutout that I believe, Justin, you said was the first time they've been shut out since 2000. Is that right?
That is correct. It was like November 11th of 2000. Last time Sanford had been shut out.
Interesting. Well, Justin, give us your initial thoughts of the game. Of course, like we did say, Bo Nix broke the school touchdown passing record for freshmen, passing Stan
think it
White
was-
with 14. So congratulations to him.
Okay. Yeah, and he broke the completion record too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he broke the touchdown record too. But yeah, congratulations to Bo. You know, way to go, dude. I still have mixed feelings about you, but we'll see after. We'll see next season too. Oh, do I love the Auburn Tigers defense? Not much to say. I think I'll say the same thing Aaron did. There's just another butt whooping. Sanford, it's not a very good team. I think they're like 5-7 now. But the defense looked incredible, and I know they're gonna come to play next week, and they're gonna put a lot of pressure on Mac Jones, and they're gonna come to stop the run. And so, if Mac Jones beats us, he beats us. But I'd rather him beat us than the running game. So, Bo Nix missed a couple of throws today, which disappoints me. I know it was pouring down rain, but I've never. You know what's absolutely frustrates me? Why does Auburn get all these quarterbacks that seems to overthrow every single receiver? I feel like it's
it could be
deja.
worse. You could have Jake Fromm when you could have had Justin Fields instead.
Oh,
That's true.
That's gracious.
Yeah, I mean,
what a bad decision. That's a whole nother discussion right there.
I mean, Jake. Not only can
He missed
Jake,
2 wide open touchdowns
Yeah.
tonight.
I mean, Jake Fromm,
wide open.
he can't even move. So when when you can't throw the ball either, oof, yikes.
And Fields just looks so elite compared to him. I mean, it's another great call by Kirby.
Wow, yeah.
A1.
But yeah, I think it'll be an interesting game next week. It'll just once again, it comes down with the offense be able to score. And I guess you will say our advantage is that this Alabama defense isn't as good as it usually is. But, I mean, I said that about LSU, and we only scored 20 points against them. So, I don't know. It's just going to come down to will the offense be able to make some plays, and hopefully the defense can get us some touchdowns. So,
yeah, without talking too much about the Iron Bowl because we're doing the bonus episode.
Sorry.
I will say that everything about this Auburn Alabama matchup is just that. It's a great matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
awful
true.
offense, awful defense,
Yeah.
and then vice versa on the other side for both. So it should be interesting, and I think that home field advantage is going to play quite a role.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the point spread is going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. And speaking of that bonus episode, we're going to have 2 special guests. That bonus episode will come out Thursday morning. And we'll have 2 special guests say, I don't want to say them yet in case it falls through, but we will be interviewing them tomorrow, a former Alabama and Auburn player. So, or players, I should say, not one guy that played on both teams. But, yeah. Well,
there has been a couple coaches that have went back and forth, has there not, over the years?
Yeah, especially assistant coaches and things. So.
Yeah.
We'll get one of them on. That's a guarantee. And by
Nope.
guarantee, I mean it's not going to happen.
Well, this isn't the point spread, but this is just the matchup predictor. Right now, it's got Alabama at 68% to win.
Yeah, I posted that on our Facebook page to get some reactions about it, and Auburn fans were surprisingly like, "Yeah, it's about right."
I mean, I think it's fair, just knowing.
I think it's a little closer than that.
I do too. I thought that was a little low. I thought it was about 60%, but a lot of Auburn fans were pretty okay with it. Of course, you got some that was like, "How disrespectful! We're way better than that." Yada yada yada. But for the most part, yeah, for the most part, everybody seemed to agree with that pretty well.
I think Alabama will be a 6.5 point favorite.
I think that's about right on the money.
Yeah.
I think it'll be about a touchdown. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it actually might be a little closer just because of the defense.
It might be, yeah.
But yeah, that's about right.
But it'll be good.
Anyways, let's get off the Iron Bowl. Let's get onto this game. So today it was a messy, rainy game out there. Not many fans, understandably, in the stands. I wouldn't want to be out there either.
I don't blame them. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch Auburn play.
Well, I wouldn't want to watch them in the rain like that, especially with such a small school
Sanford,
on
too.
Thanksgiving week, or the week before Thanksgiving, when a lot of students have probably already went home. Just like Alabama, a lot of hands touched the ball. We had 6 players rush for more than 30 yards.
Yeah.
Which is
good. I'm glad the running backs got a lot of playing time today. I think next week it's just going to be a heavy load of Whitlow and DJ Williams.
Yeah.
But you'll see Shivers and Cam Martin out there. I don't even know if you'll see Cam Martin out there. You'll see Shivers out there some, but it'll just be a heavy dose of Whitlow and Williams.
Shivers led the pack today with 55 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries. Whitlow right behind him with 2 touchdowns, 49 yards, and 7 carries. And then Williams had a touchdown of his own, 42 yards on 8 carries. So,
and then Joyner had a catch for a touchdown, too, for the running back. So, it's a good day for the running backs.
Oh, yeah. Very good day for running backs. A good day for the defense, who forced 4 turnovers. Which it doesn't matter who you're playing. You get 4 turnovers. That's a good day. 13 tackles for loss, too.
Yeah. I think they forced like 16 or 17 fumbles on the season, and that's like 5th in the country. So that's always a good start.
I thought you were going to say that game. I was like, wow, I really missed a lot. That's incredible.
That's
16 to 17.
Something bad that did happen for the defense, Jamie Sherwood targeting call got thrown out, so he'll miss the first half of the Iron Bowl.
The good thing is he's just a deaf player. He doesn't want to play that much, so it'll be okay.
And then we've seen some other quarterbacks get in. Cord Sandberg, which
Sandberg,
an awful
he's
first
the
name. Literally cord, like how you spell a cord, like to plug into the wall. Cord Sandberg, he got in, got him a touchdown, and Will Appleton got in the final drive. Had a couple
I was
snaps.
not watching this game by this point, but I saw a pretty good amount of tweets talking about why this kid didn't start over Joey Gate 1 and Bo Nix. I thought it was hilarious.
He's not that. No. Well, Sandberg, he's like 25 or 26 because he played minor league baseball for like 4 or 5 years. So he's one of the older guys.
So what is his actual?
He's a freshman, by the way.
Oh.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like 25.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he's a lefty.
What did you think about Anderson? What did you think about Anders Carlson missing yet another field goal? How many weeks in a row is this now?
Well, there's a stat. So 40 plus for his career. He is 9 for 25. Yeah. Now this one was blocked today, but it still counts as a miss.
Yes.
But yeah, he is 9 of 25 from 40 plus.
Oh my gosh!
I'd like to go back and see how many consecutive weeks he's missed a field goal now.
He did make one today. He made one from 29 yards. But yeah, I don't know, because I was thinking that when the one got blocked.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't even think the last time he made a field goal. And that's a bad thought to have.
Yeah, that's rough.
Usually he'll make a couple, but then he'll miss just as many as he makes.
He should be cut. He shouldn't be on that team anymore.
Wisconsin's school record field goal was broke today. Their kicker hit a 62-yarder.
I saw that.
Incredible, yeah.
Actually, I wish he would just never even be a kicker anymore. He should just go home, pack his bags, just go somewhere else, never kick another ball.
Wow, just give up on his dreams, his life work. That's your recommendation.
Just because Justin says so, he's gonna give up on that man's dream.
He has no dreams. He's 9 of 25 from 40 plus. He ain't going anywhere else. He's gonna be sitting behind a desk the rest of his life, whatever his major is.
Selling insurance, probably. That's what a lot of these guys do. Yikes. Well, good on him, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Well, hopefully he's a lawyer, so he'll be okay.
Okay. Hopefully he's a lawyer. What?
Yeah. Well, I bet if you ever get in any legal trouble, if he ever hears this, he will reject your case.
Well, the good thing is he will never even know about this. So.
Well, Justin, any final thoughts on this Auburn game? We'll get into the Iron Bowl stuff in the bonus episode.
I love my Auburn Tiger defense. Offense, not so much, but I love the defense. And I think if the defense can create some turnovers next week, we'll win the game.
Yep. Good deal. Well, we will get into that game a whole lot more on Thursday, so be sure to tune into that. But how about we get into some mismanagers?
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Did you grab anything when you walked out the door?
Grab nothing but 2 Tortino's pizza out of the refrigerator and my doggy, and we left.
I just kept hearing it. I'm ducking and everything. In the house, I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Here's an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
And now, it's time for mismanagers.
Time for mismanagers. All right, so
it's time for mismanagers.
you like that part of the theme?
You sound like an idiot.
Okay,
so much time went into the other ones, and then this one's just like
for my
You're
own.
just pathetic.
I was so tired because I did them all like the night before. Whenever we record, I think it was episode 2. We recorded episode 2, and it was like 10:30, and I was like, I'll just throw some junk together, and that's what became of it. Anyways, you've heard of dogs getting trapped in cars. It's a bad thing that happens. But this dog made the best out of it. So
it's a bad thing that happens.
It is.
Right? You're right.
This comes from Fox News. Florida dog trapped in car drives in circles for an hour.
Oh, I heard about this.
Oh yeah, I did too.
I was like, how in the world does it just? How does it go for an hour? And how does it in a perfect circle like?
And how does nobody not say anything after an hour? There's just
And
a car going in
it's not
circles.
like real fast. It's like 2 miles an hour. You literally have to open the door and like move the dog, and the car stops.
Well, let me read this article to you.
And the dog sat still for an hour just on the gas.
Yeah, so let me read this to you.
Yeah, okay.
So this starts out. You've heard of Florida man, but what about Florida dog? In a cul-de-sac in Port St. Lucie, neighbors watched in confusion as a dog named Max managed to lock himself in his owner's car Thursday morning, accidentally put it in reverse, and drive in circles for nearly an hour. So this was not a situation where the owner just intentionally left the dog in the car. The dog just locked the door. This is a quote. First, I thought I saw somebody backing up, but then they kept going, and I'm like, okay, what are they doing? And the cops came, and I'm like, okay. And Sybil, who lives
So they
across
just
the
watch.
cul-de-sac,
So did he just watch it for an hour and say, I wonder if this person's going to finally do something?
The black Labrador Retriever was reportedly left in the running car around 8 a.m. on Thursday morning after the owner made a wrong turn and left to check on something. That's when Max somehow hit the stick shift and put the 2003 Silver Mercury Sable in reverse. It began looping around with its doors locked, according to Sun Sentinel. Another quote. Then I saw the dog get out of the car, a big black lab or something, and I'm like, this is turning weird, Sable told the outlet. It was going on for about an hour. It was turning and turning and turning in a perfect circle. Sable said the car then went backward, where it careened onto someone's lawn, crashing into a mailbox before the cops could intervene. Alright, another quote. He was doing pretty good until he hit the mailbox. He went around for about an hour without hitting anything at all, Sable told WBTV. The homeowner said the driver would replace the mailbox, according to the outlet. The car, however, was still locked and running with a Canine Explorer inside, so police attempted to use the spare key fob to unlock the door. Unfortunately, the battery was dead. The officers improvised and entered a code on the driver's side door keypad, which finally did the trick. Then the dog basically just jumped out of the car, and it was apparently in good health and everything.
I like how the neighbor or whoever it was just like, yeah, he's doing pretty good. I give him like an 8 out of 10 to leave that mailbox.
Yeah,
there.
this is the
he was
quote.
sitting there like watching the performance.
I saw the dog jump out of a car wagging his tail. I was like, okay, good driving, Sable told WPTV.
Okay.
They should give that dog a driver's license. He drives better than some people I've seen on the roads here.
Sounds like something a Florida person would say.
A Florida boomer.
It's true. I got stuck on the interstate last night coming home, and people literally started driving down both sides, and then so this is a 2-lane. They go down each emergency.
You drove pretty far.
That sucked.
All right. Yep. Anyways, so it's a 2-lane. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not, but it's a 2-lane. People going down each emergency lane, and then on the other side of that, which is now 4 lanes, people are driving back the opposite way. So it was a lot of fun. Didn't get home till quite late.
Well, for this next story I have for you, I'm not going to do much reading on it. I'm actually going to play this one for y'all. But I will give you the description of what's happening here before I play it. This is how the Fox News website puts this story. An English rugby player took sports cliches to an entirely different level Wednesday when talking about his next match in a bizarre interview, which has now gone viral. Joe Marler, who plays for London-based Harlequins in the Gallagher Premiership, was previewing the club's next match against Bath, I guess they say, and essentially said his team needed to go back in the saddle. So I'm just going to play y'all this clip.
I wasn't hurting as much as the lads who are out there, but I definitely felt it, and I know how hard the boys have taken that. Be disappointed with the account that we put out, but we've got another week to get back on the horse, and take that horse to the water, and you can ask that horse. You can say, "Hey, horsey, do you want to have a drink, or do you want to swim?" Yeah, and it's up to that horse to then realise what he wants to do in his life, and that horse at the moment wants to go out on Saturday. He wants to clippity clop all the way to the stoop.
Clippity clop.
Say hello to those fans, and he goes, "I'm sorry about the result last week, but I'm going to give a better performance here at home against Bath. He's a slightly Irish horse. So we're looking forward to, like I say, getting back on that horse.
And are you looking forward to getting back on the horse 6 months since we last saw you?
I don't like horses. I can't ride.
That guy didn't crack a smile the entire interview. He
didn't think about like halfway through that. He was like, you know what? Never mind. Just scratch that. I don't know where I was going. No, he just kept going with it.
Just clippity clop.
Clippity clop.
You can ask that horse. Say, horsey, do you want to drink or do you want to swim?
Or I guess it was an interviewer or whatever. It was just like, yeah. So about that horse, just went right with it.
He's like, I don't like horses. I can't ride. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Not much else to say about that one, but so this final one, this comes from UPI.com. Aaron, how does staying at a hotel for $1 sound?
Well, I mean, awful, but also awesome. I mean, it's probably not a great hotel, so probably pretty bad.
It's pretty nice. There's a catch.
Well, then, pretty cool.
Would you like to hear the catch?
I mean, yeah.
Well, the catch is in the headline. Hotel room costs $1, but it's live streamed at all times.
No. Oh, no.
So I'll go ahead and read this one to y'all, and then we'll talk about it after. A Japanese hotel offers a room that costs only $1 per night, but there's a catch. The guest's entire stay is live streamed on YouTube. This is a name I'm going to mispronounce. Tetsuya Inui, who took over the Asahi Ryokan Hotel in from his grandmother last year, said he was looking for ways to boost business and was inspired by a British YouTuber who live streamed his time at the hotel. This is a very old Ryokan, and I was looking into a new business model, Inuo told CNN. Our hotel is on the cheaper side, so we needed to add some value, something special that everyone will talk about. He said the room number 8 is now equipped with cameras that are always live streaming on his YouTube channel, $1 Hotel. He said the feed is video only and the cameras are pointed away from the bathroom area to give guests some privacy. Young people nowadays don't care much about the privacy, Inui said. Some of them say it's okay to be watched for just one day. He said the hotel loses money with the $1 stays.
Who just randomly says that? Who just says, yeah, it's okay to be watched for one day?
He said the hotel loses money with the $1 stays, but once his YouTube channel reaches 4,000 view hours, he will be able to monetize the scheme with ads. Would you guys stay in a hotel in a nice area for $1 if it was live streamed at all times?
I mean, no. But then again, how big is the bathroom? You could put an air mattress in the bathroom.
Well, let's just think.
Then you're good.
Okay, well, let's think you follow the rules. You stay in there for $1. You stay in there and you're live stream. People watch you sleep. But listen, it's like, you know, okay, you've always wanted to go to Sydney, right? So Sydney, Australia. Yeah. It's on the most beautiful beach right there in the middle of the city. There's a bar right under you, a club on the other side. Everything you want to do right there. You won't have to drive. You won't have to Uber. You're gonna do that $1 live stream?
Probably not.
I would.
Well, okay. So here's the good thing about it.
Okay.
So it doesn't pick up audio, correct? Right. So it doesn't catch the bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I mean, most of the time when I'm staying in a hotel, I'm just watching TV.
Yeah.
So I mean, and how many people are really watching these videos?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
He hasn't hit 4,000 apparently, as of writing of this.
So nobody's
article.
Really watching these videos.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I was thinking about, is if there's not that many viewers, but
yeah. It's scary to think of, though, that there's a camera watching me the whole time and people are watching me move around and sleep.
I don't think that bothers me. I think I'd be like, yeah, if some creep wants to watch me sleep, that's fine. I would sleep fully clothed, and I would, when I'm on vacation, I'm only in the hotel to sleep, so I wouldn't even be in there much.
I would do it. If it's like my dream vacation, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Now, if it picked up If it
Pretty
picked up
torn on this one.
Yeah, if it picked up audio, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, picking up audio would be weird because, yeah, you don't want to slip up and say something like offensive or get canceled on Twitter or something, you know. So.
I would be just more worried about trusting the actual people with at the hotel, like, because how do they make it where it doesn't pick up audio at all? Like, it has to pick up audio, and they just don't. They don't.
Yeah,
security
footage
don't pick
up audio.
They don't. Yeah,
you can just
Yes.
GoPros used to not pick up audio. Like you used to have to buy a whole different thing for them. Now I think they do. But a lot of cameras will just record.
I don't know. I'm pretty torn on that one. I'm not gonna say that I totally wouldn't do it, but
yeah,
I'm leaning more towards the not being a fan.
Fair enough. I think I'd do it.
I think I'm with you too. I'll do it.
Let's do it. Let's go to Japan. Let's do it.
Let's do it. $1, and Aaron, you can watch us.
Yeah, Aaron, you can watch us.
Definitely wouldn't.
Why not?
See, the more that I think about it, I was thinking yeah, nobody's gonna watch that. Like, if they're watching it, it's just like as a joke. But then I think,
but the people who are
the people who are watching it are freaking weirdos.
Psychos.
Yeah.
Then I went immediately. Yeah. See, I'm pretty torn. I don't know.
Who just thinks I want to watch a live stream of a random person sitting in their hotel room, probably doing absolutely nothing?
I'll pull it up right now and let's see.
I just think the hardest part would be actually falling asleep. I think when I was asleep, it wouldn't bother me because everybody would hear me snore and immediately leave.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't hear you snore.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Oh, wow. So his channel's blown up in recent days.
Oh, no.
Yes, so this one has 38,000 views currently.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a random street in like a small town in America that just randomly got popular? Like, there's like 10,000 viewers just watching.
And the chat was hilarious.
Well, yeah, it was so funny. What was it that they would chant? Like, they try to guess the green light or something?
Something like corners? That. Yeah, if a certain car pass, they do it and all kinds of stuff. I'm watching the live stream. I pulled it up, and there's two guys chilling in the room.
That's so weird.
just hanging out. Yeah,
so I guess what time? What is it? Like 11 in the afternoon over there right now?
I have no idea. They're just like sitting in front of the camera giving it a thumbs up.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. 10.4 thousand subscribers.
Oh, gosh.
So they're growing pretty quickly because that article was written...
I will say, I do like the idea, like, from the business standpoint. Like, the guy was pretty smart.
Yeah, they're going to get so many views and people wanting to stay there.
As long as he got the legal part down pat, then
yeah,
it's all.
Probably at some point he'll increase the price.
Just a few it's more of a marketing thing than anything. It's just getting the name out there.
It's a good idea.
Anyways, Justin, how about you bring us home?
Oh man, is it that time?
It's that time.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone who has decided to listen to this podcast when it comes out tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for this long.
Thank you, people.
Yes. Yeah. So I hope y'all have had a fantastic week watching Alabama and Auburn whoop up on some pretty pathetic teams. So our sponsors, we would love to thank you. Thank you, Metal Central. You've been sponsoring us for a lot of episodes now. I don't understand why. We thank you.
Yeah, we do thank you.
Because your name is now out there.
It is. Household name.
People will want to come and buy metal from you.
I mean, I have people ask me every day, hey, Nick, I need some metal. I'm doing a metal project, and I say, hey, look, well, I mean, if you're not going to Metal Central, I'll literally kill you.
Yeah, so they know what they're doing.
Wow. Yeah. This is the worst advertisement we could possibly.
No, that wasn't an advertisement. That was just me being honest. I tell people, if you go to Metal Central, I will kill you.
I don't think they would be happy with that.
Okay, so who's our other sponsor?
Jasper Auto.
Jasper Auto.
Jasper Auto Sales. Yeah.
I bet they have some wonderful cars there.
Oh,
They
you would
actually do. They
you would
have a
win
pretty
that
nice
bet,
selection.
Justin. They have a good
they really?
selection. Yeah.
They do.
That is great to hear. I think they'll have my business.
Yeah, good.
At some point. Yeah. Thank you for donating your money. You will have people coming to buy cars
Out the
this next
wazoo.
week.
Yeah.
I bet you'll have 20 sales next week.
Okay, well.
Okay, yeah. You know what?
I
You know
like
what?
the confidence that we're starting to build,
here.
but
Here.
let's hold
Hey,
off
I
on the
know-
promises.
I know there's a gym that's probably working there right now, and he hasn't made a lot of sales. He's gonna make 20 sales this week.
Well, good for
It's gonna be
Jim.
because of us. Yeah. You're welcome, Jim.
Yeah. Go ask for Jim. There may not be a Jim. I don't. Ask for Jim.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's
Jim's just
okay.
trying to- Jim's just trying to feed his family.
Yeah, let the man eat. Come on.
And he's not doing a great job right now, so please go buy a car from him.
Not because of Jasper Auto Sales, because they have a great selection of great cars.
It's because he sucks at selling cars. But this, hopefully,
Golly.
this show.
I hope there's not a gym.
At first, I was like, man, that's going to be really cool if there is a gym. And then I
No,
was
it's
like,
not going to be cool.
No, it's not cool at all.
If there is a
He's
gym,
literally going to sue us.
Justin
for everything.
apologizes. Is that right?
I'm sorry, Jim. But I just said he's going to make 20 sales, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, you know what? Jim would probably take that. He would take a little slander for a little moolah, so that's okay.
Yeah.
I know
you
Jim.
wanna follow-
He'd be all right with it.
Yeah. So if you want to follow us, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or you can check us out at thegamemanagerspodcast.com, where it's easy
Just
to
the
access.
GameManagers.com. You're gonna get it though. You'll get it one week.
I thought it was thegamemanagers.com.
Yeah,
It
you
is.
said the
You said
GameManagersPodcast.com.
Did I really?
You did. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
We can
Okay.
start over.
No, we don't need.
Okay.
No.
So, and the website is so easy to access. You can just go straight to.
Actually, I got
the.
the. I just said it's just game. No, no. Never mind. I'm looking at the email. I don't know my own website. TheGameManagers.com. This is a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is quality.
Justin, where can people? What's the Twitter handle on it, and also for Instagram and Facebook?
Hell if I know. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out as I go.
TGM Pod. Find us at TGM Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So yes. you
And
can find us
Patreon.
there. Yep.
This is
Yeah,
brutal.
Patreon's got some terrific stuff. We actually recorded ourselves playing some video games. So if you want to watch us play NHL, Madden, or Doug Flutie, you could check us out there. Quality videos.
Quality.
If you want to hit up Nick on Twitter, you can hit him up at Nosaurusasaurus.
Norrisasaurus. That's Norrisosaurus.
Yeah, he puts out great stuff every day. He also retweets a bunch of quality tweets.
That's the best content. It's my retweets.
If you're looking for some great information or just a good laugh, he's got you on Twitter. Now, Aaron, on the other hand, I don't know what the heck he does. He doesn't have much social presence, but
I do not. So sorry.
if you want to,
Some believe that he doesn't even exist, and that
yeah,
all three of these voices are just me faking.
It's actually a
chat friends.
mixture of y'all's voice that makes mine.
Oh yeah.
It's this entire podcast is actually just me doing Justin and Aaron's voices. Those people don't exist. That's why you can't find them online.
Voice changer.
Yeah, and I'm actually just going insane in my house doing it.
Actually,
split
Nick,
personalities.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick doesn't even exist. None of us even do. This is
Actually,
all
you
just
don't
a play.
exist. This is a simulation.
It could be. Heck, I'm probably about to wake up right now and it's all just a dream.
You're gonna wake up and it's freshman year at Montevallo.
Oh no! Don't do that to me. Don't put me through that. Let's see. Well, if you do want to find Aaron, it's Aaron Patterson. Just look that up. You might find him. It's a goofy-looking dude in the picture. He's got like
goofy-looking
blondish.
dude, goofy hair, goofy face.
Yeah, goofy hair.
My thing just broke up, but yeah, I am goofy looking. That's all I'm.
What's your Twitter handle, Aaron? Aaron Patterson
I don't
KW.
remember. Yeah, that's it. A Patterson KW, I believe.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know. I'm gonna change that to something better.
There you go.
Easier. But.
If you want to send us an email, we would love to have your emails.
GameManagersPod@gmail.com. Send us your thoughts, your questions, your feedback, whatever you got.
We love that you listen to us every week. We thank you for your views. Hopefully, by you listening to us, we'll make some money at some point. Don't forget, please send in your donations.
Justin really hits on those donations, doesn't he?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm struggling this month with funds, so just $5 would help.
$5 is all I need.
Maybe your gym.
If you send in $5, we will give it straight to Justin. I promise. This boy needs it apparently. So yeah, send it in to him.
This boy needs some milk, some bread,
some
to feed his family.
Gosh.
Please subscribe for future content. Leave a nice review if you'd like the show.
I mean, if you left a bad review, I wouldn't blame you at all. I mean, we kind of suck at this.
But we will track you down, and we will hunt you for sport. So
we've been closing for 10 minutes now.
Yeah,
we got shirts.
10 minutes.
We got shirts.
We have shirts.
Check those out.
Yeah, I haven't bought a shirt yet. I know Nick said I've worn a shirt every week, but I haven't even been able to touch or feel one of these shirts that he talks about how soft they are. So honestly, they might suck.
So soft.
They might suck.
When you came over for that bonus episode or whatever, you're like, wow, that is really soft.
Oh, I don't remember feeling. I mean, Nick was wearing it, so I wasn't touching all over him, so I wouldn't really know.
I'm pretty sure you were, if I remember correctly. You were touching all over me, so.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Well, also, we also do giveaways every Wednesday.
Oh yes, yes.
Trivia. If you want to be on trivia, hit us up. We love trivia. And I'm thinking about changing the format for that. So if y'all have any suggestions, please let me know. But I'm thinking about changing the format
How about this?
for trivia.
If you lose in trivia,
you owe us a present.
No, you could never call into the show
you
again.
You owe us a donation.
You lose trivia, you owe Justin
$5 every week.
No, if you lose in trivia, you owe me $30.
$5 a question.
We're not gonna get a single caller.
But if you get them right, you win like a koozie or something. So isn't that?
Yeah,
fun?
so it's a good risk. Risk reward.
That's not true. We won't charge you for losing trivia.
Yes. In all seriousness, this is just me being funny. I love that y'all listen, and I love that people call in for trivia. We love.
There's not a soul listening right now.
I know.
The outros. Hey, whoever does listen to the outro gets the best content. I feel like some of our funniest.
We
content.
need to start hiding like a secret thing at the end.
Oh,
they have
that's
to
true.
comment, and then we could pick them for the trivia.
We should do that. That's a good idea.
Oh, Aaron, you mastermind.
You mastermind.
It's real simple. Really.
No, don't sell yourself short like that.
No, it's quite a simple concept.
No.
Okay.
All right, so but all seriousness, we love that y'all download this podcast. You listen to it. We love y'all. We love that we're able to give you gifts. So keep listening.
Give us one. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it's the time. It's the season of giving. How about you? You throw some our way.
Giving. We've been giving for 2 months now, so it's time y'all give back to us.
Let's tuning in isn't enough at this point. Come on, you're in too deep now.
It is enough. Let's wrap this up. We keep going back and forth. Golly, these poor people.
All right. So Nick, do you have any closing remarks?
All right.
Do you have any closing remarks, Nick?
I don't know. I can't hear anybody. I don't know if I just broke up or if nobody's saying anything.
No, I'm breaking up too.
All right, well, I can't hear anyone, so I'm pretty sure that means it's the end of the show. Thank you all again for listening.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Hi, how's it going?
Oh, okay. So, Nick, do you have any closing remarks?
Yeah. Texas is back.
Thanks, bye.
Everybody have a good week. We'll see you Thursday.
All right,
adios.
Aaron, what's your closing remarks?
Adios.
All right, and mine, as always, War Eagle anyways.